Present your bodies a living and holy sacrifice, acceptable to God. Acceptable to God. What do we care about whether or not we're acceptable to this world, this dark, twisted, stinking, filthy world? That now the West, turned over to apparent reprobation and apart from a revival, will run headlong into hell. What do we care? Let the dead speak to the dead. Your only concern is to be acceptable to God and do what is pleasing in His sight. That's your only concern. And again, I'm not talking to a group of people. I'm talking to you and you and you and you. Acceptable to God, which is your spiritual service of worship. The word can also mean rational. I remember one time there was an atheist that had been brought to me by a person who claimed to be a Christian but lived in continuous carnality, wanted me to witness, and I just stopped and I said, you know what, I have more problems with you than I have with the atheist. And they said, how can you say that? I said, because he's consistent. He's immoral. And that's consistent with what he says he believes. There is no God. There is no absolute truth. He can run on instinct. And at least I have to applaud his logic. But you have no rationality to you. You're a walking contradiction. If Jesus Christ is Lord to you, and He is, but if you claim to be aware of it, that He is your Lord, you acknowledge Him as Lord, well, there's an issue there. It's called sovereignty. Lords are sovereign, and they reveal their sovereign will through certain decrees. This book, the most rational thing you can do is give your life away. Jim Elliot, he is no fool to give up that which he cannot keep, to gain that which he can never lose. That's not just for missionaries. That's for everyone. Everyone sitting here. Everyone hearing my voice, please. I urge you, I beg you, I plead with you. Now you say, Brother Paul, I understand this. I understand. But the motivation, Brother Paul, I understand. I want to be more. But the motivation, Paul deals with that here in verse 1. Therefore, I urge you, brethren, by the mercies of God. What is he saying? He is telling the Romans that the most rational thing they can do is give themselves lock, stock, and barrel to God. He's telling them to give away the most precious thing they possess. Even Satan told the truth on this one. When he destroyed every one of Job's possessions and relations and everything else, and Job remains faithful, and then Satan comes back and says, let me touch his body. Here Paul is urging, begging, pleading, entreating you to give your body, your mind, your heart, your soul, your future, everything